I'm often asked, Mudit, what if I'm in the middle of that interview and I don't know the answer to that question? What would I do? Well, it is a valid concern. And in this video, we'll discuss how can you tackle an unknown question in the interview. So first things first, acceptance. Acceptance of the fact that you may not be able to answer all questions correctly in an interview to be selected as a qualified candidate. The reason that I mention this as the first and foremost point is that thought that keeps nibbling on our mind, which says, what if I don't know the answer to that question, deteriorates our confidence to answer questions that we are capable of answering. Number two, don't get stuck. A lot of times when a question is asked and you don't know the answer to it, you get stuck on that question. The interview has moved on. He or she is asking questions on different topics, but your mind is still stuck in that question that you could not answer, and you're thinking to yourself, oh God, what must this person be thinking about me? Maybe I'm already rejected. Stop thinking about how they would be judging you, because you can't control that. Because you're stuck in that question you could not answer, you are messing the rest of your interview, which is a chance to prove yourself. Number three, and the most important now, is how do you tackle those unknown questions? Let me present to you what I call the Gladiator Approach to answer any question. Let's say you're a gladiator and you have three possible moves when you are in that battle. The first is attack, the second is defend, and the third is deflect. Now, how is this relevant in the interview scenario? If you're asked a question that you are really confident about, then go an extra mile beyond what is asked. Supplement your response with a story, an example, something else that you are discovering. So if you know the answer to a question very well, don't just leave the answer there. Take that answer or response as an opportunity to sell your candidature in that interview. Let's say they ask you a question for which you have absolutely no clue. The biggest blunder that most people make here is they still try to attack. So if you do not know the answer to a question, the thing that interviewers hate most is you trying to bluff your way out of a response. So if you're absolutely sure that you have no clue about the question being asked, then you defend with authenticity. You say, excuse me, I don't think I know the answer to this question, but I'll be sure to go back and read about it. Now, when you say this, the interviewer knows that you don't know the answer, you respected their time, and now they know that you are an honest and authentic human being. So that is the defend technique. Now comes the third one, deflect. Sometimes you might have some idea about the question being asked, you have some hint towards the answer, but you're not completely sure if that is the correct or the exact answer. In such a case, I suggest a third technique, and that is deflect. So here is how you can approach this question. They ask you, all right, Mudit, so what is the GDP of India? Sir, I'm not completely sure about the exact number. Is it okay if I can take a guess? I think the GDP of the country is more than $2 trillion, but I'm not absolutely sure about that figure. Now, what did I do here? Number one thing, I accepted that I don't know the complete answer. Number two, I asked for permission to be able to estimate or guess the figure. And number three, I made my guess. Number one, accept the fact that it is okay to not know the answer to all questions. Number two, do not get stuck if you are not able to answer that question. And finally, use the gladiator approach in answering questions. What do you think about this response? Let me know in the comments below. What is another interview question that you need help with? Let me know. I've also created an interview playlist. Feel free to watch all the other videos to help you clear that important interview. If you like the content, please subscribe. And if you know somebody who is going for that very important job interview, share this video with them. I will see you in the next video.